From covering up an R-rated emote to an item deleted for the first time in 6 years, these are 33 things secretly removed in Fortnite Season 2. An item that people were desperate to get their hands on is now the biggest disappointment of Chapter 4. The scar was vaulted for a year and fans were begging for it to return, only for it to be kinda underwhelming. Well, Season 2 has secretly deleted all versions of the OG gun, which makes this the second most hated removal of the update. The first goes to reality augments, just not the way you think. Fortnite removed a feature that makes the game 10 times more annoying, and that is activating your augments while on the move. Trying to run from the storm is already stressful, and when the notification pops up, you can at least keep running while you make a choice, at least you used to. Now, tactical sprinting will close the perk window, making life just a little harder. At least fights are less chaotic thanks to the removal of the most destructive weapon of Chapter 4, rocket launchers. You won't get obliterated anymore, and this also means Epic has completely vaulted rocket ammo. For sure, you'll probably get more light bullets now, but you can't use them with one of the rarest pistols in the game because Fortnite just deleted it. The tactical pistol is still around, but it had a secret mythic version that was only obtainable through a reality augment. Now, the perk is gone, taking the gun with it. But Season 2 just removed something that's been in the game for 6 years, literally since day 1 of Battle Royale. Only a handful of items have never been vaulted, like llamas, the battle bus, med kits, and this week, one of these things was deleted for the first time ever: supply drops. They have been totally replaced by loot caches, and no one noticed. But at least you'll be glad to hear the most annoying feature in years has also been removed, and I think we're all celebrating. Last season, you shoot someone, and within seconds, they would rift out of there, making fights ridiculously frustrating. It was all thanks to the Riftjector perk. As soon as your shields broke, it gave you a quick escape, and people were abusing it hard. Now that it's gone, society can finally heal. But Fortnite is praying you didn't notice an R-rated emote in the item shop. Fish Takes Bundle is currently on sale, and it includes the Fishy Flourish dance. It uses a song that's been around for a few months, but was randomly changed in Season 2. If you listen to it right now, you'll hear... but originally it had an embarrassing line. Person you don't want to mess with is the Ageless. For most of Chapter 4, he's been the main character, not only as a Battle Pass skin, but as the boss of the Citadel. You can eliminate him for 2 extremely powerful mythics, but of course this season, he won't be providing them anymore. Not only has the Citadel been left completely empty, but his mythics are vaulted too, so it's really quiet in this place now. Now, he still wasn't on the map as long as a Chapter 3 POI that survived countless disasters. The Cuddle Team Leader head was built during the Vibin season, and since then, it's remained on the island for as long as possible, even sticking around for a new chapter. We were all rooting for this place to go further, but just like Lil Whip, it couldn't survive Mega City dropping right on top of it. And that's not the only thing you can't find on the map anymore, because it turns out Fortnite deleted the map itself because the buried treasure item is now unobtainable. It can be found through Peely's Plunder Augment, and it was the first time we used the original treasure map since 2019. It still had the Season 9 drawings on it, but sadly, now it's gone. You're not able to dig up chests, and now you can't dig up snow either. One of the best features of Chapter 4 was this secret snowball mechanic that appeared when you pickaxe the ground. You could hide in it, roll it down a hill, use it for cover. It was incredible. And for some reason, Fortnite has disabled it, thinking nobody would notice. Something that's impossible to miss is the removal of the Shockwave Hammer. Arguably the most iconic weapon we've had in years, and the question on everyone's mind was, will this appear in Season 2? Well, of course we logged in, and our local Oathbound chests were nowhere to be found, and I don't know if they'll ever return. But everyone's been mentally prepared for the end of My Hero Academia's collab. It was gone for most of Season 1 thanks to a game-breaking glitch, and made an unexpected return in the last few weeks, but now the Deku Smash is vaulted for good. Luckily, the Katana dash attack is a fitting replacement, just like how the Cobra DMR has secretly taken over from the standard DMR. Most people haven't noticed that they got swapped out, but the Cobra has a faster fire rate and a different scope, so I'm not complaining. I am still grieving over the loss of a beloved POI that was only in the game for a season, but became a fan favorite anyway. Faulty Splits had a bowling alley, a hot dog restaurant, and some destroyed offices. Overall pretty unique. And historically, Fortnite has never removed a new chapter POI after just one season. But of course, Faulty Splits had to be the first. Hey, at least you can still find the remains of this place and pay your respects. But there's something noobs miss even more, and that's the bush grenade. Last season, it was pretty common to get sniped by a bush camper, especially now that they could place their own hiding spot. Well, Epic has quietly taken this out of the loot pool because people were abusing it with the Bush Warrior perk. This healed you and regenerated shields while you sat in foliage. lineage, and it was a default's best friend. Not only have Epic deleted the grenade, but they put salt in the wound with the removal of this perk as well. If you prefer to camp in the sky instead of leaves, then balloons were your tool. People would combo these with all kinds of items, including the shockwave hammer, and while it was impressive, it was a little too overpowered. If you were planning to do this trick with the katana instead, well, it's time for a change of plans because balloons are now gone in Season 2. But if you use vehicles like a normal person, you're probably gonna be upset once you hear what Epic did to them. Now, thankfully, they didn't vault the classic ones, but they did remove Chonker's tires, which have been in the game since the Primal season. You can't upgrade your ride anymore, even though these tires work on the new cars. It is a double slap in the face because cow catchers are gone too. These things were honestly pretty underrated, letting you tear through an entire POI without stopping. But I mean, considering there's a giant city now, I doubt they wanted us knocking it down in a few seconds, so I understand. It seems like no transport is safe this season because now you're forced to swim. That's right, motorboats have been vaulted, meaning there's no way to speed around the rivers or spend all game fishing in the ocean anymore. The only time they've been removed was during events like Fortnite Mares and Most Wanted, but now they're straight up gone. It's pretty crazy that they managed to survive 14 seasons, but items like the Guardian Shield only lasted for one. This was a lifesaver for zero build players, letting you carry an impenetrable barrier for all angles, not to mention the fact that it recharged. It was vital for a lot of people, but now it's been vaulted and replaced by the shield bubble, which does the same job, just a whole lot worse. At least we can still take cover with the porta bunker, right? Well, good luck finding it, because that also got removed out of nowhere, taking away zero builds players' last line of defense. You can't even escape on a dirt bike either. Now we have futuristic motorcycles. It makes sense to get rid of them, but they're definitely not as good at off-roading, making you slide all over the place. Not sure why we can't have them both in game, but at least the new ones got a cool boost. There is one secret removal that no one's complaining about. When Chapter 4 started, players had some strong feelings about the Excalibur. It was basically an explosive crossbow 10 times more powerful than the boom sniper. Not only did it deal 135 damage, but for a few weeks, it could shoot through walls. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna miss it too much. I can't say the same though about one of Fortnite's most revolutionary items. The Falcon Scout was only given to us last season with memories of controlling the guided missile. But this time, it wasn't a weapon, it was a scouting tool. It allowed you to target and mark enemies, open supply drops, and even pick up down players. The thing was insane, especially when working with your teammates, but now it is gone and we might never see it again. At least we could expect the cursed SMG to make another appearance. The machine pistol has a strange backstory of being accidentally released over 4 years ago and racking up even more leaks since. It was finally added 11 seasons later and returned again for Chapter 4, but now time is up as it faces its 7th vaulting, leaving the Twin Mag as the only SMG. There's an item that was just added last week but got removed anyway. The final update of Season 1 gave us the return of the infantry rifle and 6-shooter. Pretty random, but it actually turned out to be for the Cypher event. What doesn't make sense though is the fact that they're now removed despite being here to tease the map we're in now. So if you're dropping in, you might notice some small locations have been entirely wiped out. With the corner of the island being flattened by the Japan biome, places like Beachy Bluffs, Loot Lake, and Humble Hamlet are all gone. Exile Isle didn't even get a chance to survive. I'm pretty sad if these were your drop spots, but at least there is plenty of new places to explore. And now you're able to do it without being eaten alive. For Season 2, Epic has basically just caused a mass extinction, deleting wolves, boars, frogs, even crows are gone. The only animal that survived was chickens, probably because we need them for the Easter event next month. But if they turn hostile, you won't be able to make a quick escape thanks to Epic vaulting the throwable launch pad. With stationary pads around the map along with geysers and zip lines, I don't think people would have picked these up, so it's no surprise that they are gone. One change that doesn't make sense is the quest tab. In the lobby, you used to view your quest by pressing this button, but now it's vanished. Instead, you'll find it at the top of the screen again, but this means you can't check your augments or NPC collection before a match. And even if that tab does return, you won't be able to see some of your favorite ones in there. Over half of Chapter 4's perks have been deleted, so don't expect to be able to mark players in the area with the Storm Scout, get Siphon with Danger Hero, or leap up cliffs with Soaring Sprints. At least you can look at some Battle Pass rewards coming out soon. A lot of people weren't a fan of the mid-season drops last time, making you earn 10 levels for each style. So Epic changed it to quest rewards. Now they give you extra cosmetics for simply completing weekly challenges. I mean, you still gotta wait to unlock some of them, but it's way easier than last season. A bunch of other weapons are also headed to the vault, like the burst and tactical AR, heavy shotgun, and most of all, bows. I'm not gonna lie, these things are pretty fun to mess around with last season, so I feel like some people are missing them already. With how much mobility we have right now, I don't think any of us realize the impulse grenade has also been removed. I mean, practically no one picked these up last season considering there's hammers and bikes, so it's no shock they're gone. But a lot of pros were unhappy when Fortnite announced they were vaulting late game arena once again. It's one of the most popular modes in the competitive scene, but for some reason, they hardly keep it in. As for the storyline, well, I would try to explain it in this video, but it's a little complicated, so look forward to that video coming soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and use code T5G in the item shop. It has been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.